of people. What's up, lime green fro, checkered shirt in the top? How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the performance. And we got our VIPs here. We all know them. They're famous around these parts. Give it up for our VIPs. They got bottle service. It's great. Bottle service is just like bottle service in real life. It's all the ladies are going to be virtually doing stuff to them. Guys, I have another job aside from stand-up. I also have a degree in teaching, which is not something I actually do. I just got a degree in teaching. And that's a good thing because I can't tell lies. And lies are something you need to tell young children when they start growing up. You can't start with just all the truth. You can't be like first day of class and you're like, come on in. All right, the world's melting and you're fucked. Anyway, here's long division. You can't do that. Can't do that to little kids. You got to slowly dose out the truth bit by bit, but I couldn't do that. I would tell the truth too. First day of class, I had a bunch of young kids. I'd be like, all right, gather around, everyone. Wanted to let you know a little secret, just an opportunity, something that my adults didn't tell me when I was young. You're all 6 to 8 years old. So you basically have a short window right now of opportunity where you all can basically cause one crime and get away with it. You're 6. They're not going to put you in jail. Maybe a psychiatrist or two, but that's fine. That's worth the price of the crime, and they'd run off and try to steal a candy bar and I'd have to bring them back. Be like, get back here. Come on, think about this. This is like your one wish. Be ambitious about it, right? Is there a jewelry store near your house with lax security? Smash and grab. It'll be $1 million by the time you're 18. Come on. What else? Is there a kid at school who's bullying you really hard? Well, kill him. Yeah. Come on, just push him in front of a car and then laugh about it. Worst case scenario, you get surrounded by professional psychiatrists. They're going to teach you mindfulness and self-reflection. You're going to be way ahead of your peers. That's just great advice that I would give if I were a teacher, which is probably a good reason why I'm not. I have some other excellent news. My girlfriend was pregnant recently, which is always exciting to announce to a real or virtual audience. A couple yay, some people clap, always followed by the questions, right? As soon as you let people know you got a kid on the way, then come the questions, the standard ones like boy or girl. Really? Boy or girl? Like, I don't know. You can call me woke, but I don't think you should gender an abortion. Personally, that's just my personal belief there. You wonder where I stand politically. It's pro-joke. It is. It's pro-joke. I know. Some of you might not have liked that. Some of you probably didn't want me to bring that joke into the world, but I did, didn't I? Yeah, my joke, my choice. That's how it works. Yeah, I'm allowed to do that. I just think the world's crazy right now. It's a little comedy, a little laughter is fun, and because life is short. Especially for some. Anyway, that's the end of that joke. That joke's over, and I like to announce that it's over for those of you who didn't like it. Now you know it's done, and that's the hardest one to get through. So we've been through that. It's going to be easy now. Nothing but the easy street. Guys, it's been nice. I've been traveling a lot recently. I went to Thailand. And saw everything you're told you would see, like from a hangover movie, pretty much in the first night. Every type of person for sale, like a bunch of, really, gross looking white guys purchasing it. It was all there. And I gotta say, I think it's, I was surprised by like the 7 a.m. Freelancers, people working at 7, like I've never been to a place where there's like a morning shift for sex work. That just like 7 a.m. doesn't seem, but some people are like, getting to work, on the way, a little bit of cardio and then off to their work day. That was, it was new for me. But what blew me away is I saw people, I don't know where everyone's from, probably North America, I gather. Here in North America, you can get in a lot of trouble for wearing the, clothing from another culture. It's called, as we know, cultural appropriation. If you do that in North America, in any other country, the people who are actually wearing that stuff absolutely love it. Like they see white people in their clothes and like, yeah, look at those people wearing our shit. That's awesome. This is gonna be the coolest ever. Yeah, my avatar is very, race appropriate for me, but I'll go change, come back, and we'll see how we feel. Just kidding. Not going to happen. I do enjoy traveling. Obviously, you get to see a lot of different people from different cultures, but it's nice to come home, with the lady. It's lovely. We've been living together for a couple of years now, and living together is great. When you move in with someone, you get to discover what of yours was garbage the whole time. And that's amazing. Who knew that I was surrounded by all this garbage I had to throw out until I moved in with my girlfriend. It was it's a good time to figure out that I was just using it and living it. I was a garbage person and just living in a dumpster until we moved in with her, which was awesome. We moved in together. As soon as we started sharing the same place, that's when we did something that I recommend anyone to do in a relationship, which is to not worry about farting in front of each other. You should just let that out and have fun with it. Because what it is, it's like a joke that you get to tell your partner, or your ass tells your partner a joke 14 times a day on average. And each one sounds and smells different, so it's new material every time. And you can be in different rooms. It's like a Marco Polo game, like a call and answer, The one farts, the other one laughs, back and forth, just rallying farts and laughs at each other, which is a lot of fun until you reach that plateau of the relationship, when things just kind of level out, like they're not good, they're not bad, they just are. And that's what happened one night. After months of just exchanging farts and laughs, we were lying in bed, and I let one out, and then silence. And that's the loneliest I've ever felt in my entire life. I gotta say, just lying in bed next to someone, but really by myself when I was thinking about it there, sitting in my own stink. Anyway, the lady and I are good now. We've had a lot of lovely times, and this is a lovely place to perform. This club is amazing, definitely the best virtual comedy club I've ever seen in my life, and I performed in a few. And it's not by far the weirdest circumstance where I performed. Like, I don't know, some of you guys sound like you might be a little high right now, but often before weed was legal in Canada, where I'm from, they would have vapor lounges where you had to perform. You would perform in these vapor lounges, but it's a very different energy than your average, drinking crowd. Like, it's a lot lower energy than a drunk comedy crowd. Like, you told a joke when the whole room's high. You know that you've told a good joke. When you tell the joke, there's a moment of silence, and then you hear one guy in the back go, huh. You're like, oh, that's a good one. You're going to take that shit to the unknown theater. It's going to kill. That's just that is. That's just how it is in those rooms. Because, I've done thousands of shows with people drinking. Not once have I seen someone black out. Thousands of shows, buckets of beer all the time on tables, not one blackout. Within months of vapor shows, I saw one person green out in the middle of the show. They were just so tired, and they just like cut the puppet strings. They fluttered down to the ground. And that's hilarious because everyone else in the room is high, so they immediately think that guy's dead. That's just the paranoia that comes with the drug. But they're not, right? Because you can't die from smoking weed. We had a pandemic, and boy, didn't some of us try, but we didn't. You can't. Try your hardest, it won't happen. Some people are still trying, and it just won't. People used to think you could die from smoking weed, but we figured it out. Yeah, you can't die from smoking weed. Your dreams can die, though. Absolutely. Oh, man, all your hopes and aspirations just crumble in a bunch of salt and vinegar chip dust on your chest. Yeah, that happens every once in a while. But I bring this up because I was getting ready to do one of these vapor shows, and a guy greened out. I was washing my hands in the washroom, and a guy greened out from the urinal down to the floor. And I'd never seen anyone pass out before. I looked to see if it was okay. And he just kind of looked up. I was like, hey, man, you all right? He's like, yeah, man, I'm good. Just lying there, way too laid back, seeing as his dick was out this whole time. Yeah, he had, I don't know if you had caught that. He had passed out from the urinal down to the floor, and didn't fix himself up on the way down. So it was just hanging out there, one of those, one of the hooded ones, you know, the evil wizard looking dicks. And it was just hanging out there. And I hadn't expected to see another man's penis in the men's washroom. I know that's where most of them go. But normally they're covered by a stall or at the very least a urinal, right? If I'd been in a men's locker room at a gym, totally no surprise you're going to see other guys' dicks in a locker room. But often they're connected to an entire naked body, which is somehow a lot less unsettling than when it's just crawling out of a pair of pants by itself, huh? Just hanging out on its own. Just me. Like, oh, where's the rest of you? This is weirder when you're by yourself somehow. And I wanted to help this guy, but he was, you know, a bit of a catch-22. Like, I didn't want to shoo it in or anything. That's not my responsibility. So I was just like, hey, man. I just kind of leaned over. I was like, hey, buddy, I'd love to help you up, but... your dick's out currently. And that's when he came back at me with the most amazing pothead reply I've heard in my life. He was like, well, oh, sorry, I'm from out of town. Which to date, I don't understand what he meant by out of town. Like, is there some strange town with weird practices that I'm not fully aware of? It did seem a little odd to me. But so yeah, this is much more professional, much nicer to be around. Big fan of it. I don't know about you guys. I've been slowly taking breaks from social media for my own mental health. It's been great. You know, you take a little break from it, you turn the phone off, because, you know, we're all caught in the doom scroll now, right? You're scrolling, and you're not even upset about the bad news. You're just more upset about the good news by your friends. You know, you just see all your friends having a great time. Like, eventually it's just like a cloud. And it looks like a lens where all your friends are just having all-inclusive vacations with beautiful sunsets and puppies and babies, and everyone's in love. You're always just like sitting on the toilet, you know, just like not, you know, just super sad by comparison with FOMO. And it's not true, right? Not everyone's having a good time. Like, people are having ups and downs, but they only share the good times. That's why I think it'd be refreshing every once in a while, see a photo of a good friend, edge of the bed, just head in their hands, huh? Just down in a dark spot with her partner updating, right? Like, oh, made him cry, you know? And hashtag fight night, just something real. Something real we can all identify with to be here, these moments we have in our life. I just made a robot laugh. My life is complete. I could die. That was wonderful. That was the first time I've ever made a floaty crash test dummy laugh. That is amazing. I'm into that. Guys, you're all checking. You have an incredible headliner. I think I've done about my time. So I want to thank y'all for listening. Enjoy the rest of the Unknown Theater. Bonsoir.
Yeah, that was Christophe Davidson, guys. One more time for him. Yeah. This has been such a good show. And do we have one more act? He's your headliner. I'm just going to get him out here. Give it up huge for Daniel Woodrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Woodrow! Woo. Yeah.
Jesus, guys. Don't be too excited. Jesus Christ. You guys can't even fake it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I know you guys aren't even high. You're just literally depressed and haven't left the house in 4 days. Let's just all chill out. You guys come here for the Survivor Man game or what? What's up? What? All right, cool. Yeah, nice. Cool. Yeah. I hope it's not like a legal issue, because it's kind of awkward, because I actually created my own Survivor Man game a while ago. Hopefully I don't get sued. It's not called Survive. It's called Surviving Inflation Man, and it's where I have a $100 budget per week, and I have to buy enough groceries to not die. That's the game. So far, I'm fucking hungry. How you guys doing? Yeah. All right. You guys depressed or what? Did you guys ever notice that it takes like an inciting moment to realize you're depressed? You don't know what's wrong with you until something happens and then it clues in. Like for me, it was the last time I took a plane and the plane broke through the clouds, right? And the beam of sun hit my face for the first time in months. And I was just like, oh, I've been depressed. Oh, that's what it is. Right, and then the woman just slammed the window shut immediately. So it was just like, all right. But it was a Boeing, so the window blew back open. Am I right? All right. No one cares. I went on a family vacation, unfortunately. That's a way to return with more trauma than you left with. You know what I mean? Anyone here done a family vacation or what? Right. Okay. Yeah. That's why you're depressed. Here's the thing about it. It's confusing for me because my family is white and I am not. So that's really weird for everybody, including me. Do you guys know how it feels to feel like a son-in-law in your own family? And everybody thinks you're in a relationship with your little sister. Figure that out. That sucks for sure. Yeah, she's also 10 years younger than me, so I just look like a creep too. You know how many dirty looks I get for just being with my family? Yeah. No, it's good. All right, calm down. No, it's fine. It's great. It's weird. It was weird. Imagine when I was 18 years old and I brought my 8-year-old white sister to a park to play, and then all of a sudden I get an Amber Alert for me. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know. I like traveling solo because for that exact reason. You know what I mean? My last group vacation didn't go well. Like I went with a group of friends or whatever. And I made the mistake of doing this. I did this 10 years ago. Never do this. I went on vacation with my 2 best friends and then their girlfriends. Do you know what I mean? Never do a trip as a fifth wheel, because how did we all end up coming back single? That was awkward, bro. Watching the breakdown of 2 couples in detail is sick. You know what I mean? No, but I do. I do travel solo. I went to Colombia by myself because I like danger, I guess, and I'm not afraid of strangers. I don't know. I only like the people I don't already know, I guess. Did you guys? Like, it is weird that we just kind of rely on strangers now. Were you guys around for the stranger danger era? Anyone here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then now we just have to, like, literally pop open our app and get a stranger to pick us up to drive us to a stranger's Airbnb where we can open our Hinge app and find a stranger to hopefully not murder us tonight. And I don't think strangers became less dangerous. I think our will to live just went down, to be honest. I think just none of us care, and we just hope one of these strangers takes us out, you know? You guys don't leave the house, do you? Do you guys know what Uber is? Okay. I don't know. I did go to Colombia by myself. That's how I found out I had black privilege. I didn't know because I stayed in a hostel, and the white people staying in my hostel were getting robbed every night. I had a great time. They were getting robbed. They were so scared, like, oh my God, the guy, he put a knife to my face. It was so scary. Oh, and I was like, where were you? And then they say the street, and I was like, oh yeah, I was just there smoking a joint 5 minutes ago. That's weird. Yeah, and I actually made a friend. He just got a new phone, and I put my number in it, and now we're hanging out tomorrow. He's a cool guy. Pretty nice guy, actually. But I did, like, I don't know, sometimes if you travel to more dangerous countries, they have, like, guns everywhere. They just have guns. Cops have guns. Security guards have guns. You kind of get used to it. I was walking home late one night, right, and there's just, like, a man sitting on a bench with an AK-47 between his legs like this. And I had my headphones on. I'm, like, walking by. I'm like, what's up, dude? Props to him. You know what I mean? Security guard watching the area. Cool. I feel safe. I walked 3 or 4 blocks, and then I turned back. I was like, that guy was just wearing a white T-shirt. I don't think that was a cop at all. I realized he said something to me, like, I think he was trying to rob me, but he's like, well, since I have an AK-47, I don't have to point it. I'm just going to tell him. And then I just went, hey, what's up, dude? And I propsed him, but I didn't even props him. He was just holding the gun like this, and I was just like, hey, dude, and just hit the gun and then just kept walking. And he was probably just like, that guy is not okay. I'll leave him alone. He literally wants to die. Yeah, thank you. You guys are making it better with your very golf laughs. You sound like rich people or something. All right. Why are you laughing at that? What the fuck? You guys are rich? Like, that's why I want to leave the house. We're rich, you dumbass. Okay. Well, the guy that said maybe is just has slaves or something. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not going to tell you. All right. I muted myself during a joke. That's good. That's good. Yeah. That's what you want to do. Is there anyone here? Any fellow leash kids here? Any kids that were put on leashes? Is that why we're all in a VR? Do you guys know what I'm? Do you guys remember leash kids? How are they doing? On drugs, I assume. On drugs or in jail, I would assume. I used to think it was super cruel. You know what I mean? To treat your child like it was an untrained dog, right? And then I got a bit older and went to the grocery store, and then someone's 3 kids are running around knocking over shit, screaming, not listening, and you're kind of like, huh, very, very interesting there. I see a point. I see. All right. You guys don't like children on leash jokes. All right. I hate the grocery store. I don't think couples ruin it for me. I don't think couples should be. I don't think grocery shopping is a group activity. I think it's a solo activity. The aisles aren't big enough for 2 sets of couples to fight. Do you know what I mean? And me to go about my business. Because here's what, I guess I'm doing jokes about outside and having girlfriends, which neither of you guys. All right. Anyways, it really annoys me because, like, here's how shopping goes as couples, right? There's one in charge that has a list that knows where things are and is organized, and there's the other person just standing there like an NPC, just waiting for a command, just blocking the aisle, you know what I mean? And then the person in charge goes, bread, right? And then he goes, oh yeah, I can do that. I know where bread is. I can do bread. And then I'm just standing there. And if you guys are like, oh, sad man has no one to do groceries with. Yeah, that's why he's sad. No, because if I wanted to just argue, I could just go on Reddit. You don't need a relationship to argue. By the way, you can do that anywhere. I'm good at it. Thank you. I like when you can hear the exact laugh and where it's coming from. I do have some, I'll end with this, I guess. I do have trust issues. Obviously, I don't trust people that drink decaf coffee. You know what I mean? What else are you hiding in your cup of lies? What else are you hiding? You know what I mean? What's the point? Like, people are like, oh, I can't drink it. It makes me jittery and it keeps me up at night. And you're like, oh, that's cute. Like, imagine your life's been so perfect and privileged that the only thing that stops and interrupts your sleep is a little coffee bean. You fucking, oh, I shan't ever sleep again. The nightmares are swirling. Fuck up. Just go outside for 30 seconds. I'll fix it. I don't know. Like, I worked at Tim Hortons in high school. You know how many full-grown adults? Oh, you guys don't know Well, you guys know Tim Hortons probably. Dunkin' Donuts, same shit. I used to work at a place like that. And people would come in every morning and order decaf coffee. Like, that's a thing I'm supposed to respect. And when I didn't, and then I gave them real coffee by accident or whatever, they know. And they come back an hour later hyped and very angry at me. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm not going to sleep all night. You're like, that sounds like a you problem. I don't give a fuck. You see where I work. That's why I work here. And you literally can't get fired from that job. No, I don't get it. Like, no one is showing up to their drug dealer's house 4 a.m. banging on the door like, bro, are you home? Do you have anything that's like cocaine? But tonight I can't do it because it makes me jittery and keeps me up at night. You'd be like, leave, cop. Why are you here? Okay, it's a cocaine crowd. Now I get it. Okay. All right, I'm dealing with it. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm going to go cry now. See you.
One more time for Daniel Woodrow, and that was the show, guys. Give it up for everybody you see tonight. I do believe, Simon, you have something to say about our amazing sponsors. Simon?
I definitely wanted to thank Survivor Man VR again. I am a huge Survivor Man fan. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Survivor Man or are familiar with him, but he was the first person to go out into the wilderness and film himself living in the desert, in the Arctic, in the forest, in the Amazon, whatever. He was the first person to do it and film himself. He didn't have a crew out with him faking the scene and bullshit. He's not drinking his own piss like that fucking moron Bear Grylls. He's the real deal. And he made this game where he was that kind of freaky apparition that Rodney can deal with.
I'm sorry, Simon. There's another person who drinks their own piss. There's a person that does that?
There's a guy. One of the offshoots of the people trying to copy Survivor Man was Bear Grylls, and he was that British twat who was suggesting that if you're thirsty to drink your own piss, probably killing people. But yeah,
really, the competition was drinking. That's hilarious. I'm sorry.
I know.
Please
I know.
continue. That is
so
the
Survivor
worst.
Man, otherwise AKA Les Stroud. He's the man. He's the real deal, and he's giving you the guidance through that game. SurvivorManVR.com is the website. You can get 33% off. There's a limited number of them. The game is inexpensive. It's like less than $10, especially with the coupon. It's a great game. I think Andrew McDonald, the creative director of the game, may be in the audience here today, and he's an awesome dude.
It's Rear Plum. It's the Rear Plum right here. Yeah. He's the one who saw ghosts.
I know. Yeah, that's freaky, man. It was just me that saw that.
So we're going to also have an event back in Banter sometime in October. We're going to have a little Q&A and meet and greet with Survivor Man Les Stroud himself. But again, check out the game. We really appreciate their support to make events like this for free possible. And yeah, so
I actually still have a couple more codes. So if you're not a part of our Discord, join the Discord. Okay. And the
unknowntheater.world/Discord. Sorry.
And the first 3 people who join the Discord, and the password will be Goblin Mode, and you drop a little Goblin Mode in there, and I will give you the last 3 passes that we have for this amazing video game. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Leave a review. Review it if you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Review the hell out of this thing. Yeah.
And since you didn't pay for this comedy show, review it 5 stars, motherfuckers. Please. Thank you. Support the show. Support what we're doing here. We really appreciate it.
That's how you pay for this shit. 5-star review, motherfucker. This is so aggressive.
Yeah. End on an aggressive note. And I will give it up to your aggressive host, Rodney Ramsey, Voodoo Vinny, shepherding you through the night.
Thank you for coming out.
Stay tuned on other Unknown Theater events at unknowntheater.world/calendar. We've got a few different venues and a lot of stuff going on. We've got stand-up classes and open mics in this venue over here as well. Again, the information, unknowntheater.world/Discord, survivormanvr.com. And if you go to the surface, you can just pick up the game right from the island surface over there. It's that hut right from when you come in near the beach. So yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Thanks, Simon.
Thanks for coming, everybody. No, you're welcome, Andrew. Thanks for your support, and thanks for coming out, everybody. Have a great
everybody.
night. We'll see you
all right, we'll
soon.
see you soon.
Later.